Yes, respected sadhakas, welcome. Remember all our 12 Vyaktitvas. Doesn't matter if we spend 1 or 2 minutes for us, for our good only. Otherwise, what to do, what to become, these things will never be clear to us. We will only live a life of delusion, even though born as human beings. As a human being, these are the 12 Vyaktitvas we have to make in ourselves, the fulfillment of which is in the evolution to the highest level of recognizing our oneness with the truth. So the Loka Sevaka, Dharma Sthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerana Yukta, and Shanta Yukta while doing all this. Who are the 6 sources? From the top, the Parabrahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Shakti Tattva, that is Matru Tattva. Then Devata Gana Tattva. Then Guru Tattva in all forms, Shruti Mata in all Shastra Rupa. They have to be remembered by us. We should know they are there for us only to evolve. We should feel happy that they are available. We should be wise to use them, and we should have that parishrama also to use them and show our wisdom. So we are into study of Yoga, Vaashishtha, Maha, Ramayanam, Valmiki Virachitam, first Vairagya Prakaranam, 26th Sarga, Deva Durvilasa Varnanam. In this, a unambiguous, clear picture of the world and human life Bhagwan is painting so vividly. It is so true, yet we, because of whatever the reasons, we neglect to see that. We, discard to see that. If at all, this clearly given picture by Rama, which is the truth only, there is nothing, what do you say, manipulated, nothing the untruth told there. If at all we are smart enough, intelligent enough, wise enough, unbiased enough, straightforward enough to see these clear truths and accept them, Vairagya is instantaneous. With that Vairagya, the obstacles are gone because the Raga Dvesha are the obstacles. Vairagya has removed them. Then our path in search of excellence, in search of truth, reality becomes unobstructed. Purpose of this Shastra is that only we are studying also for same purpose. So we are seeing from last 2 3 days, Sri Rama, how is he putting in front of gurus what he has understood. Let us pay attention and thoroughly listen, understand, and see how we make use of this information, Jnanam. This is followed by Shivananda Lahari class in Hindi. In that also we are seeing how beautifully Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavan is guiding us for Shiva Bhakti, Shiva Sharanagati, so that Shivanugraha comes to us for Shivanumuti, with which we are reveling in Shivananda Lahari. Then we are seeing beautiful the Narayaniyam. Daily 2 dashakams we are chanting. We are into the fourth dashakam. Yesterday we have seen the Prachetas and all that. Dhruva Charitram and all. Now Raja Prutu Pracheta is over. Today we will see the further things. And new chanting we started. Tripura Rahasyam. We have seen the Shishya Parashurama approaching Guru Dattatreya, asking him for Jnanam, Tripura Sundari Rahasyam, which he heard from the Rishi, but he could not grasp it. Now the Datta Guru will be teaching him while telling that Tripura Sundari Rahasya, Tripura Devi, all the Jnana Moksha ke liye jo chahiye, all of that is revealed. This is how throughout the day, so many classes we are having for us to always be in touch with the truth. So, reducing our obligations and unwanted involvements, if we can conserve and save our time, energy, mind, and use for this, I think we are really fulfilling our human mission. All other achievements are not permanent. Some of them we might have had in all our earlier lives, but they have not given us moksha, isn't it? And many of them are not required because many have achieved it, they have not become mukta. Therefore, there let us use our human opportunity only for mukti through this jnana and bhakti. Welcome. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्व सत्शास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ओमापदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ओम कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलं। वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिं। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं। तस्मै वाल्मीकये गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो योग वासिष्ठ रामायण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोध श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव साध्य साधनानुभव प्राप्ति सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां भक्ति ज्ञान योग वेदांत आदि मोक्ष मार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपराणां पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां गुरूणां महानुभावानां आचार्याणां श्रेयभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्य साधक सेवक उपासकानां आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापना कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्री राम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु सदा सर्वदा उपासना यज्ञयागादि साधना सेवा शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन द्वारा समस्त विश्व मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रचारेण विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे ये शत्रवः तेषां सर्वेषां समूल निर्मूलनार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र से पारायणम अध्ययनम मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणम प्रथम वैराग्य प्रकरणम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्माद् आनन्दस्याम्बने वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। षड्विंशः सर्गः देवदुर्विलास वर्णनम्। श्रीराम उवाच. So the facts are put in front of us. Yesterday we have seen shloka number 21 tak. 20 onwards, let us just revise and just बी अटेंटिव, प्रेजेंट, लिजन. या वाकई ऐसा ही हो रहा है तो इससे हमें क्या सीखना है, क्या जानना है. इफ वी फोकस ऑन दैट आवर स्टडी इज बिकमिंग फ्रूटफुल. व्हाट इज इट इन 20वें श्लोक में? मनो विमुह्यतीवान्तः मुदिता दूरतां गता न उज्ज्वला करुणा उदेति दूरादायाति नीचता. See, Manaha vimuhyativa antaha. Inside the mind is in delusion with its all imaginations and projections. Because of that, the real inner self, whose nature is Ananda Swarupa, it is totally covered or blocked. Therefore, the happiness from us has gone far away. And unfortunately, in search of that happiness, we are traveling in distances millions of miles, in timings thousands of lives. Mudita duratam gata. By this, what is to be learned? The mudita, the ananda, is inside us only, but covered because of the moha of the mana, which is making us look for that ananda outside. When we remove the delusion of the mind with the knowledge of the intellect that our own essential self is Mudita Ananda Swarupa, and then by discarding the not self, when we recognize and identify with the self, that Mudita Ananda comes to us. As completely quickly we understand this theory, philosophy, and practice, so good it is for us that we avoid further fallings, further delays in our discovering the आनंद. जितना बाहर जाओ उतना अंदर आना पड़ेगा. जितना नहीं करने वाला करते हो उसको अटोनमेंट करना पड़ेगा. Why delay? As soon as possible, with the intellect, let us have knowledge about the inner self discovery as source of happiness and come out of delusion of mind. Third, Narayana, no Ujjvala Karuna Udeti. So that Ujjvala Karuna Udeti means we are not even looking at ourselves and feeling that we are doing wrong things in the life. Let us turn our attention towards the true. ये वाला नहीं हो रहा है हमको. Then finally, Duradayati Nichata. Naturally, the more we push away the Sukha Ananda, the more from that farther distances the Nichata, the Dushtata comes into our life. See these two words, Duradayati Nichata, ऊपर कहा कि मुदिता दूरताम गता. These two have to be caught. The lesser we are spiritual, more we are worldly, more away goes the ananda from farthermost distances, as if ढूंढते the nichata, the negativity, the result of it called dukkha and bandhana comes nearer and nearer to us. You know how much our mind intellects are dull-witted because of the involvement in the tamasic vastus, that to listen and understand these realities, we are not having the interest or capacity. Sri Ramji has become so subtle and shrewd in his thinking that the correct understanding is not going away from his observation or catching. He is catching what is the correct thing. दिस इज व्हाट वी सा यस्टरडे. 21वां श्लोक में क्या देखा? धीरता अधीरताम एति पाथ उत्पात परो जनः सुलभः दुर्जनाश्लेषः दुर्लभः सत्समागमः. याद करना इस बातों को. when these are said, it is said as if we are not responsible for these negative things happening around us. That's not meant by Lord Ram. What he means is, it is we have both the choices of the positive ones and non-positive. In our ignorance and delusion, we are discarding the positive, taking up the negative. Refer to the Kathopanishad, etc. Very clear picture is given. Or Vak Tulsi Ramayana or every Shastra. Even Parikshit ki kahani ki Preyah, Shreyah, both are coming to us to practice any one of them. All the resources are given in front of us. It is we, for whatever reason, choosing the prayers and binding ourselves. And it is we, when we become wise and choose the Shreyas and follow it, we come out of all bondages. So, in and through all this study, we have to recognize our responsibility to help ourselves in taking the right path, travel it till the destination is reached. One by one, you see, dhirata adhiratam eti. All the dhirata, fortitude. To live life as a human, to begin with, minimum, and this human life used for the endeavor of becoming divine. This dhirata should always be sustained in us. And whatever sustains us in us these things, in the company of that only we should be. Whether it is a people, it is a places, it is an objects, interactions or thoughts. जो हमारे धीरता को बढ़ाते हैं, उसी कंपनी में रहना. If you go to the opposite company, all this dhirata of adhyatmikta goes away, then we become victim of the worldly thing, as everybody, as we were also earlier. तो अधीर मत बनना कभी भी. There's some fellow is there in opposition party का leader है, उसका नाम है अधीर. No धीरता to do good for the country. धीरता अधीरता में थी. How can it go away? Any number of examples we can give. Always remember, we are expression of Paramatma. Paramatma is infinitely powerful. And the whole purpose of human evolution is to allow to manifest that divine potentiality in us. Isn't it? Each soul is potentially infinite and divine. The goal is to manifest it. विवेकानंद जी कहते हैं, उपनिषदों में है वो बात, शृण्वन्तु सर्वे अमृतस्य पुत्रा. So we can do sadhanas, and while doing so, lot of obstacles will definitely come, and no obstacle is unsurmountable. With us, the divine God, Guru, their help also comes. With this faith in us and in the nobility of the goal chosen, even the bigger obstacles come, still we keep moving. Chalte raho, charai veti. Never allow adhirata to take over. This is the lesson. धीरता अधीरताम एति. आध्यात्मिक जीवन में धैर्य ही चाहिए. श्रेयो ही धीरो भी प्रेयसो वृणीते and धीरः तत्रमयति. All these things, every Shastra talks about this word. Every Upanishad, dhairya. One of the powerful quotations is in Katha Upanishad. That Lord made all our faculties extroverted. Therefore, it is natural for everyone to be extroverted. But among those millions, it is one rare person who goes against that flow and turns inwards and realizes the self inside. That person in that Upanishad is called a Dhiraha. Paranchi khani vyat trunat swayambhuho tasmat parang pashyati na antaratman, but kaschit dhiraha. One Dhira Purusha, rare. Pratyagatmanam in desire of seeing inner self, Amrita Chakshuhu, he folds or closes all his 14 windows. Amritattva desiring the immortality, he meditates on that inside the heart. Who is he? Dhira Purusha. जगत में राग द्वेष रहना कोई कर सकते, बट भगवान के प्रति भक्ति रखना, दैट इज धीर पुरुष. विषयी बनना, लंपटी बनना कोई भी कर सकते हैं, बट तपस्या से इंद्रियों को निग्रह करना इज धीर पुरुष. Faculties can be used in the world anywhere. Everybody does it. But using all the upadhis in search of Paramatma is Dhira Purusha. Artha, Kama, anybody can run for Dharma, Moksha. The one who tries is the Dhira Purusha. Without values, like a raw, uncultured person, anybody can live. But learning the values, standing for the values, a Dhira Purusha. Bhogi, anybody can become. Yogi Vanna Dhira Purusha. And we can do that. Why should we cry? Why should we allow adhirata to overpower us? Yes, we are all alone left in the world. And yet, you know that for the whole world, what is that substratum that Paramatma Tattva is me? आप बताओ किस बात का डर है? To become adhira, धीर पुरुष. In this world, present world में बंदा चाहे अच्छा हो या बुरा हो अलग बात है. That's an important discussion later. But good or bad, the one who is dhira, he alone is succeeding. Although dhirata for negative and succeeding in that is destructive for himself and the world at large. Those eternal things anyway keep on continuing. That dhirata, when it is for the positive, he will also succeed. I just always get surprised to see our present Indian government and the leaders. क्या धीरता है बाबा की. The onslaughts of all the foreign countries inside the opposition parties, कितना उनको नोच नोच के मार मार के खत्म करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, पर क्या धीरता है to stand. बाप रे. So to the Hinduism, how much of these dushta rakshasas try to destroy us, but the dhirata of the sadhu santa mahatma, again and again they come out and proclaim the truth and again inspire the generations. Ah, really, it's wonderful. Dhirata of all foreign that freedom fighters. I know, just they said we'll die, no problem, but we'll bring the freedom to our country. We break the shackles of slavery. दास्य श्रृंखलाओं को हम तोड़ कर ही रहेंगे. क्या धीरता बाप रे. और कभी कभी ना देखो पूरा शरीर कांपता है. The धीरता of Nachiketa, धीरता of the Prahladas, धीरता of all those people who have gone through toughest times in their life. They should be inspiration to us. Not that gave up all the dhairya and with adhairya succumb again to the mind's fancies of worldliness and the senses attractions and the bulava of the world. Mata ne bulaya hai, go there, not all this dushtata. Next one was Pata Utpata Parah Janaha. People are born, dying, rise and follow. Nobody can. Again, इसमें भी जो naturally होने का है जन्म मरण, बट जो खुद हम अपने हाथों से करते हैं, उत्पाता is rising above, पाता again falling. इसी में जब धीर है तो उत्पतन होता है हमारा, मतलब ऊंचे उठना. अधीर हो जाते हैं फिर हम पतित हो जाते हैं, पतनः. Okay, then Sulabho Durjana Ashleshaha. The hugging of, embracing of Durjana has become Sulabha, isn't it? It is because of both reasons. In Kali Yuga, within us also, all Durgunas are there, Vishelam Padatva. Therefore, birds of same feather flock together. The other reason is what? The Durjanas are more anywhere. किसी को भी हक करना चाहते हो, he is ending up to be he is found to be a Durjana only. The whole Loka is full of like that. And third is, those Durjanas are very tempting, very inspiring us more than the Sajjana with their vocabulary, with their promising of giving us quick results, just like the opposition party saying that सब पकड़ में देंगे आपको सत्यानाश करने के लिए देश मूर्ख कैसे देगा रे बाबा 140 करोड़ लोगों को सब फ्री दोगे तो एक महीने में बैंकरप्सी हो जाएगी If the Indian Janta are intelligent, they must know by this that they don't know how to rule the country. By giving things free, you can't rule. How can you select those murkhas? But they give all freebies. So too, these Durjanas show us the freebie. Therefore, we just embrace them. Thus, in a way, Durlabaha Sat Samagamaha. Why Sat Samagama is Durlabha? Not because they are not there. अपने गली में ही बगल में ही all the satsanga is going on. Sadhu Purushas are there, Mahatmas are there. But it is we in ourselves are not choosing, therefore it is becoming Durlabha. याद रखना हमारे अंदर पॉजिटिव के लिए इंटेंशन है साथ समुंदर से पार से भी सदगुरु संत लोग दे कम टू मीट अस सेम वे within us if the intentions are negative सात समुद्र पार से भी the दुष्ट दुर्जन और दुर्वस्तुस they come to us what is our intention that's important so सुलभो दुर्जन आश्लेषः दुर्लभः सत्समागमः what is sadhana therefore even though it is sulabha durjana ashlesha includes the company of them spending time with them in the bhoga उसको अपनी धीरता से दूर करो सो टू सत्संग सज्जन समागम दुर्लभ है बट असंभव नहीं है बट जरूरत भी है सो वी हैव टू सीक एंड सर्च एंड फाइंड दैट सत्समागम कुछ कुछ चीजें नो इन द times maturity and in our continuous study of shastras some maturities some strong decision should come in our life what is that with all my efforts I keep away the durjana with all my efforts I go near to the sajjana with all my inner maturity I will not allow adhirata come into me I will always stand with dhirata in me so few of the things we have to learn and stand to them. We can't let loose our life. We are not like that. We are human beings. Great samarthyas are there in us, capacities. Some things very decisive we have to be. Like our elders 100 years back. Decisive. 4 बजे उठना है तो उठना है बस पूरा पूजा उपासना अनुष्ठान till that's over even water I will not drink they lived for decades together like that never give up even if temperature 104, they will take bath and do upasana, Lord, with all that shivering. Isn't it? Every day for decades, they made Naivadyam to Lord every day and offered. That's what saves us, please. Not just becoming extroverted and having no control of ours, no commitments, no any of such अनुष्ठानास. ऐसे जो पकड़ता है ना वही and you and I are like in this regard one way we are doing good thing that without giving up we are studying our shastra मेरा अनुभव तो कहता हूँ वही अब तक बचा रहा है that we are given the thought of Paramatma as Laksha every day that is why in this total Kaliyuga of worldliness totally we have not gone flooded away like others still that is there the flood the tsunami ready to blow us away, flow us away. It's only waiting for the opportunity that when do we stop studying the Shastra. The moment we stop the studying Shastra, that is the opening those gates of the dam. We will to be damned only in the life. As long as we continue. In fact, this regular study of Shastra should take us to the next level of conviction of doing Adhyatmika sadhana, reaching Paramatma. That's called Dhirata. I have to become Sajjana to myself. For हैविंग सज्जन संगति. मुझे मेरे लिए अच्छा कंपनी बनना है भाई. If I become Durjana to me, no other Durjana is required from outside to destroy me. So if I can become a Sajjana. देखो, I am my बंधु, I am my own शत्रु, मित्र. No, इन भागवतम 15 सर्ग में नहीं, 11th canto में भगवान तो says to Uddhava, you are the guru to you, you are the what you call the mitra to you are the bandhu to you, he says. You are your own guru also. Atma eva guru atmanah. सुलभो दुर्जनाश्लेषः दुर्लभ सत्समागमः. All the time is this thinking, how did I fall? Why I am continuing? How to rise? How to go to the path of positive? क्या करूँ उसके लिए? मैं इतना तड़प तपन अंदर चलता ही रहना चाहिए, स्टैमिना को गैदर करके, by not allowing that stamina to be wasted in any unwanted channels. Now the next sloka today by Swan Agama Bhavaha Bhavana Bhavabandhini Niyate Kevalam Kwapi Nityam Bhuta Parambara. Agama Apayinaha Bhavaha. Like Gita, same thing. Second chapter. Matra Sparshaha tu Kaunteya Shita Ushna Dukkadaha Shitoshna Sukha Dukkadaha Agamaha Apayinaha Ata Anityaha. He Bharata Tan Tidikshasva. There also he says, Yam Min Na Vyathayanti Ete Purusham He Purusharshava Shava Dukkha Sukham Dhiram Saha Amrutatvaya Kalpati. So Bhavaha Agamaha Apayinaha. Bhavaha means all the drishya vastus of the world, objects of the world. They come, they stay, they go away. How important is this? Vastu, Vyakti, Paristitis. They keep on coming and going in a sequence. Nothing stops coming if we try to stop them. Nothing stops going if you try to stop them from going. This one thought of, this meaning of this one sentence, if it deeply goes into our heart, Bhavaha, Agamaha, Apayinaha. All the three things we'll do. One, we don't expect anything to come. Anything comes, we accept. And anything wants to go away, we don't stop them from going. That freedom is the freedom in our heart. Then you'll have no misery. The problem with us is what? जो आते हैं जिनको हम नहीं पसंद करते हैं उनको रोकना चाहते हैं, वो तो होता ही नहीं. एंड जो जाना चाहते हैं उनको हम रोकना चाहते हैं, वो भी रुकते नहीं. Bhavaha agamaha paina means they have janma, they grow, they die in front of us. Agama paina bhavaha. बचपन से लेकर अब तक how many things and beings have come in our life, gone away. Anything, that things of entertainment and so many ख्याल नहीं, हिसाब कितना लगा है. Agama paina bhavaha. I'm just pausing if we are catching that thought. Nothing stays permanently in this world. Next one, bhavana bhavabandhini. The bhavana means the feeling of attachment to the objects. That is bhavabandhini binds us to the samsara. Remember, samsara means ajnanam, vasana, kamana. Then karma, phala, bhoga. Again vasana, karma, phala, bhoga. Ajnanam intact there, delusion intact here. This is called as samsara. What's moksha? Ejecting out of all that and staying in that eternal self which is blissful. भावना भवबंधिनी. इसको आप कितने तरह से भी समझ सकते हैं. We only give the emotional value to the world and we get identified and we suffer. करो मत अब से किसी भी चीज का भावना करना है. लर्न फ्रॉम आदि शंकर भगवान. डू ओनली भावना of भगवान शिव or your own Ishtadeva. That thing we have to cross, that breakthrough of that threshold, है ना, कि मैं जगत के बिना जी नहीं सकता, मैं भगवान के साथ जी नहीं सकता. This is the thing, if we can break that few years, very crucial time. Remember, any of such breakthroughs are very painful, like the child coming out of the womb or breaking that egg that bird tries to come out. Every of such entering into new horizon is so painful because we are in the comfort zone in the earlier, even though it's the worst one. Knowing that this bhavana is bhavabandhini, jagataga, but same bhavana, when it is done for Paramatma, is bhava vimochani. And realizing it inside, that joy is, like what is said by that Vamadeva Rishi in Aitareya Upanishad. Shatam ayasi pura asan. Shena iva jarasa vidhiritaha. Thousands of lives I was shackled in the iron chains. Now in the womb I broke them. Now I'm flying high in the sky. What a joy of that. Oh, जल्द भगवान जल्द से जल्द वो वाला दे देना बाबा. Coming out of that slumber, that stupor, that delusion, that intoxicated life, that addicted life, that drug addict की तरह भावनाएं करते हुए toward the objects and the people, the becoming slave to them, becoming slave to our own upadhis. Come out of that. These people, no, हर जगह देखा इजरायली के लोगों को वो गाजा में बंदी बन के लगाया. इस तरह के every country has some people of other neighbors captured and kept. They are not told much. How many Indian fishermen are caught in Sri Lanka's jails, in Bangladesh के जेल में, इन दूसरे में बेचारे 30-30, 20-20 साल रहते, दम भी वहीं तोड़ते. That 8 of our ex-Navy officers जिनको सजाए मौत दिया, तो सेकंड बाय सेकंड कितना उनका बीती होगी. But the thing is, once they're released, the joy. Same way, once we get this bhavana is bhavabandhini. All capacities of doing bhavanas, let me do them for my Paramatma, my Lord, the Lord of the universe, the giver of everything, the forgiver for anything, the friend, the lover, the father, the mother. Oh, the co-traveler throughout the journey. The real, what do you call, the श्रेय विलासी सुहृत. ऐसे भगवान के प्रति हमारे भावनाएं होनी है. Not the people who are more ignorant than us and who depend on us and we are attached to them. भावनाएं प्रभु के लिए होना चाहिए. Then third one, नियते केवलम क्वापि नित्यम भूत परंपरा. अब देखो, ये जो काल देव है यमराज, नित्यम continuously is taking so many beings away from here, और किसी को पता ही नहीं कहाँ ले जा रहा है. क्वापि नियते, कहाँ ले जा रहा है नहीं पता. Somewhere is. Like if we just pause and look back from our childhood of, let us say, we became aware at the age of 5. Now let us say our age is 70. इन 65 सालों में कितने हजारों लोग मरते हुए हमने देखा. Known to us also, unknown. Known to us in friends relation circle, known to us but may not be related to us. The big personalities in the world, famous people in every of the profession. अब लिखो हिस्ट्री, हिसाब लगाओ, कम से कम 10,000 नाम निकलेंगे आपको, जिनको हम जानते हैं, जो हमारे सामने ही चले. तो कहाँ गए वो लोग? पता नहीं कहाँ ले गया. नियते क्वापि केवलम नित्यम भूत परंपरा को. About human beings, we just said. Now उसमें list of birds, list of animals, list of all insects died. We only killed many. कहाँ गए वो सारे? एक बड़ा मिस्टिक, something mystical going on. So here, limiting this whole big discussion into one particular thought, the meaning is what? Why here we are not permanent, will be taken. But this is a good place where we can do something by which we rise above. उसको रियलाइज करें तो काफी. नेक्स्ट वन, दिशोऽपि हि न दृश्यन्ते देशोऽप्यन्यापदेश भाग शैलापि विशीर्यन्ते कैवास्थामादृशे जने. From here, in the next 10 shlokas or 8 of them, Bhagavan Rama uses this sentence, having told the lot of the destiny of the big things. Then he concludes saying, अब उनका ही वो हालत है, हमारा क्या भरोसा. मादृशे जने कई वास्ता. He said, big people only are toppling down or things. हमारा काय का पर आस्था है. कई वा आस्था मादृशे जन. क्या गारंटी हमारा? About all. Our permanency, our evolution, our protecting from the negative. कहाँ है हमारा हमारा आस्था? कहाँ है शक्ति हमको अपने आप को बचाने का? हमारा क्या भरोसा? Like during Corona, we saw big crorepati millionaires, they also died. How madrushi jane kai vasta when such people with so much of money and facilities of medical, they died. Hamara kya hai? That's the meaning of madrushi jane kai vasta. Every shloka he says for the next 8 shlokas, 4th line. To begin with, in the first one was Dishopihi na drishyante. Directions also will become oblivion one day. Then Deshopi Anya Apadesha Bhag. The places also, it has two meanings. Are merged with one another, or the people are changing who are becoming the leaders of the deshas. देशः भी अन्य अपदेश भाग. हम देख रहे वर्ल्ड में how many small countries are merging to become bigger one. How many big countries are disintegrating to become small ones. So too the leaders. How many of them are coming and going? किसके अधीन में है पूरा देश? After 78 years, आज जो भी every country of the world को रूल कर रहे हैं, they won't be there. Totally the new set of leaders. And in their wisdom or ignorance or beogofi, towards what they guide the countries, their own, पता नहीं. देशापि अन्यापदेशभाक् then शैलापि विशीर्यन्ते. Time comes where big mountains also are powder too. ये तो अपने आंखों के सामने देख रहे हैं. If I remember my childhood days of staying in this our villages, जहाँ जंगल होते थे, lakes होते थे, पहाड़ होते थे, all those शैलाः विशीर्यन्ते. Powdered, removed, big colonies, skyscrapers have come. एक कोई जंगल जैसा था वो नामो निशान है उसका. All the hi-fi townships have come, gated communities have come. शैलाः विशीर्यन्ते. The other day when I went after 40 years to a place, कितना बड़ा एक पहाड़ होता था वहाँ, है ना? निर्मानुष्य, not very far, maybe half a kilometer less than that from our home. वहाँ 4-5 पहाड़ होते थे, बीच में थोड़ा ठंडी हवा होती थी. वहाँ जाकर बैठ के ऐसे कोई किताब पढ़ते थे, जप करते थे, सो जाते थे कभी आधा घंटा. Now you go and see there, I saw it, nothing of नामो निशान उसका. Big high-rise buildings, all complexes have come there, malls and all. अरे, in front of our own eyes. What's going to happen in Kali-yuga? राम जी ने तभी बोला शैला अपि विशीर्यन्ते, big mountains that you can see in the landsliding में देख रहे हो, and in many of the you can see big glaciers getting melted and falling down. उसमें इस बात में वो सारे ऐड करना चाहिए. So when big mountains are breaking powder, getting powdered, when the deshas also getting mixed up or separated, dishopi na drishyante, when the directions are out of our sight. Kaiva astha madrushe jane. What to talk about we people, our capacities, our efforts, and our reaching anywhere. Bhagavan says. So here, as a human being with limited resource of upadhi, we have nothing capacity to do anything. But the same way, when we identify with the samashti or when we identify with the Brahmatattva, we are the substratum of everything. That is beautiful. Next, adyate satyapi dyauhu bhuvananchapi bhujyate dharapi yati vaidhuryam kaivastha madrushe jane. No, Bhagavan is talking here all the cosmic truths, universal cosmic higher truths. These are not easily comprehensible. He says, Adyate Sattaya api Dyav. The Dyuloka, the Devaloka, or the Akasha Antariksha Loka, also is consumed by the Sadvastu, the Brahman. Pralaya Kal mein. Dyauhu Sattaya Adyate. Dyuloka ko Sadrupi Paramatma will consume. Bhuvanam Chapi Bhujyate. All the 14 Bhuvanas held by this Brahmanda, that also is eaten by him. Then dhara api yati vaiduryam, this dhara bhumi, that also gets broken into pieces only. भगवान सूर्य भी टुकड़े हो जाएंगे. Not immediately, some lakhs and lakhs of human years, which is very small time in comparison to the total cosmic universal time. धरा अपि विशीर्यत याति वैधूर्यम भूमि में. And this bhumi, from the cosmic standpoint, देखो, it is less smaller than an atom or a micron only, which is so big for us. But पूरे अनंत आकाश के दृष्टि से देखो, अब देखो यहाँ से अब चमक धमक तारे भी सी twinkling star इतना, that star is thousands and thousands and thousands of times bigger than earth. यहाँ से देखें, it is looking so small. Now imagine वहां से अर्थ दिखेगा. यहाँ से वो वहां से ये दिखेगा ही नहीं वो. Then as per the science, some of the stars which we are seeing now, they have already gone into black hole. The light emanated from them from millions of years back. That we are seeing now, but the thing is already gone. उसकी कांति दिख रही है, सोर्स गायब हो गया. दिस इज ऑल जो रहा कॉस्मॉस में जो हो रहा है ना, उसका कोई अंदाजा नहीं लगा सकता. But still, all that is Maya. Huh? All is expression of the infinite Paramatma's Shakti only. So the meaning of ki adyate satyapi dyau bhuvanam chapi bhujyate dharapi yati vaidhuryam. The whole Brahmanda of 14 lokas with 84 lakh yoni of billions of beings is like a small fig fruit. अंजीर के फल के समान इसके अंदर इतने कीड़े मकोड़े होते हैं. And in that tree, thousands of fruits are there. In each of the fruit, thousands of kide are there. They don't know that there are other fruits out of it. And there are other kide inside that. Now this science is trying to send all telescopes to discover कि कोई ऐसा life है और कहीं, या are we unique? They are going in search. They may find science. And they may start establishing transport from here to there, which is already done by our Rishi Muni Parampara with their Tapo Yoga Shakti. They discovered lokas, brahmandas, एक में से दूसरे वो आते भी जाते भी थे. These are all mind blowing. These are all cosmic play जो हो रहा है. So सतया द्यौः अद्यते भुवनं चापि भुज्यते and धरा वैदूर्यं याति. The Duloka, the Bhuvanalokas, Bhuloka, all of them are consumed. Kaivasta Madrushi June. And I, a tiny fellow with this Panchakosha, Hamara kya bharosa? In the sense, what tiny, insignificant we are. And why we need to have any arrogance? So the two things, surrender to the rules, regulations of total, one. Second is identify with the total through the Tattva Jnana, Atma Jnana. Then he says same thing. Shushyante vi samudrascha shiriyante tarakapi siddhapi vinashyanti kaivastha madrushe jane. हम जैसे लोगों का क्या आस्था है? When शुष्यन्ते भी समुद्राच, there comes a time where all oceans get dried up. समुद्र शोषित. Then शीर्यन्ते तारकापि, as I just now told you, the stars also get broken and we go into oblivion. Tarakaha maybe Shiryante, what we know just said, Bhagwan Rama is saying already. And simple, the one way to understand is what, as we told you 1,000 times, Yat Pinde Tad Brahmande. Like in the Pinda Anda or in the vicinity of ours. जैसा अभी देखा हमने भगवान ऐसे स्टार्ट किया from the small to the biggest level it took us. The trees are broken, the boulders are broken, the living beings are dying. Micro में दिख रहा है ना, same in the macro. Another way of saying is it, my whole human body, it will die one day. But in this, 6 trillions of cells are there, even more than that. They are also every moment dying, no? From the standpoint of that micro cells, I am a universe only. This whole body is like universe. So to this body of you and my, I including this Bhumandala, is like a cell compared to the whole universe. And what is the mechanism that go on? Each cell is working independently for its own survival, unknowingly contributing for my whole body. क्या जादू चल रहा होगा उधर? इफ दीज थिंग्स यू अंडरस्टैंड ना, फट जाएगा दिमाग हमारा. उसके लिए अलग योग स्थिति चाहिए. In my body, the millions of cells are struggling for their own survival, fighting with the next cells. Each of them are head-on collisions every moment. Like two countries fight with each other for natural resources or for any of the other nonsense. मेरे अंदर एक एक सेल अपने जिंदगी के लिए लड़ रहा है. कोई जीत रहा है, कोई हार रहा है, कोई जी रहा है, कोई मर रहा है. They all don't know that they are put together supporting my body. Same way is the cosmos. So, Vishiryante, Shushyante bhi samudracha. The samudras get dried away. Shiryante taraka bhi. The stars also get broken into pieces and disappear. Siddha abhi vinashyant. Even the great Siddha Purushas, they also just have to go one day into the Atma Tattva. Or their siddhis will go away. In such case, Kaivasta Madrushe Jane. What would have got people like us? In the same way, Danavapi Diryante, Dhruvopi Adhruva Jivitaha, Amarapi Mariante, Kaivastha Madrushejane. Danavapi Diryante. No Danava, Asura, Rakshasa is going to be there permanently. They'll be finished. So to Dhruvahapi Adhruva Jivitaha. ध्रुव लोका में जो ध्रुव जी रहते, उनका लाइफ स्पैन इज बिगर देन दैट ऑफ देवतास, बट he also becomes अध्रुव one day. Anything limited has to perish, याद रख लेना. Anything which is bound by desha kala is limited. Anything desha kala parimiti yukta will have to disappear. May not be immediately, it may take lakhs of years, but they also end, no? 1 लाख साल का भी आखिरी साल होता है, आखिरी मिनट होता है. ध्रुव भी अध्रुव अध्रुव जीवित अमरा अपि मारी अंते. इवन द अमर देवता लोग भी मर जाएंगे एक दिन. इन दैट केस व्हेन दानवास गोइंग अवे, ध्रुव इज गोइंग अवे, अमरा अपि मारे. कई वास्ता मादृशे जने अटडागड़ वी टाइनी ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, जिसका आंख खोलते खोलते ही वो मर भी जाता है, उसका उम्र खत्म ही हो जाता है. In this way, Rama is talking. Same way, 5 6 shlokas. That way, this text continues. It's opening our intellect for newer informations, higher informations, which are some of them are frightening, etc. But they are all open facts, realities, truths. Now, listening to all of them, then our हमारा औकात क्या है भी समझ ले में, पूरा दुनिया का भी लिमिटेशन क्या है समझ ले में, then what to hold on with faith, what to give up, that wisdom we have to awaken to. Purpose is that. अर्जुना को विश्व रूप में भगवान ने दिखा दिया, कालोस्मि लोक अक्षय. सब उनके अंदर मुख में जा रहे, खत्म हो रहे. नॉट ओनली ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, स्मॉल लिटिल, होल बिग बिग कॉस्मॉस है, सन मून, वो सब उनके मुख में जा रहे. अर्थ हैज वन मून टू रोटेट, जुपिटर हैज टू बी सेड 6, और थोड़े नए भी आजकल रिकॉग्नाइज कर रहे हैं. इन वन सोलर सिस्टम ओनली दिस मेनी आर देयर. हाउ मेनी मिलियंस ऑफ सोलर सिस्टम्स, गैलेक्सीज आर देयर. जन्म ले रहे, मर रहे, क्या है बाबा. And we, a tiny fellow with little powers here and there, become so arrogant. सारा एरोगेंस विथ ऑल आवर पावर्स अचीवमेंट. दिल धड़कना रुक गया तो सारे जीरो हो जाए. एक थोड़ा एक्सीडेंट हो गया, पैरालिटिक स्ट्रोक हो गया, फूड पॉइजनिंग हो गया, कोई बंदा ने ठोक दिया कार से. गत खत्म बात है. काय का एरोगेंस. Where are the Hitlers and the Mussolinis? Where are all of them? ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. श्री गुरु. So when we know the big things, na, the big looking things are found to be small. Life is like that. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नीमा विद्युत. From that comes the humbleness, the humility. Out of the humility comes the bhakti adi. With that all sadgunas, Ishvara Kripa comes. Then the wisdom gets opened up. In that wisdom, we can just see what is truth, real, which never changes. What are the superimposed unrealities which ever go on changing. We are able to discover what is Dhruva and what is Adhruva. So Adhruva we will stop seeking. Dhruvam Adhruveshu ihana prarthayante, as we see in Katha Upanishad. Great things. Anyway, I'm so very fascinated by this sarga for its variety of informations that are given. Thank you.